I am the God man, living, learning his plan. This is teaching, never preaching, I'm the future advance. I'm the reason that you're reaching to the knowledge in this season. I'm the universe, lyrically in tune to work. My black magic beat is savage, so this music is my passion. I use a verse to break the spell, but the devil did his work on the small minds while he running his turf. Rap niggas want respect, but these chickens are jerked. Talking spicy, love money, love sex, dummy. Love disrespect instead of building connects. To be the best of ourselves on this planet called hell. I see a lot of Satans having your conversations about your life within the matrix, but you never learn to change it. Practicing your rituals to keep us in your cages, and my people do the same thing to keep us in that placement. Arguments of hatred, it stops with my engagement. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. We gotta step within our greatness. We gotta set the record straight. Peace. A and B African man born on random thoughts, where I give you 5 to 10 minutes of a random thought. So here we go. Alright, so Jermaine Dupri recently had talked about Sexy Red only selling 28K in single sales. And he was mentioning how she, back in the day, if you sold only 28K on record sales, that you wouldn't even be let back in the building of your label. Of course, that's the way it was. Things have changed. Because if you go to a Sexy Red show, she is a Sexy Red brand right now is popular amongst young, ratchet ass fans. You know what I'm saying? So the record sales don't equivalent to the brand in a sense, where social media and content creating is the brand now. They're not buying records anymore. See, what people have to understand is that if you sell 28K on records, that's just what it is, because the brand of the internet and the content is everything is internet, digital streaming, and content based. The only way you're gonna be able to sell anything is if it's hard copied. And how many people in her generation are buying hard copies, right? Like the people that, like, she's young, so people like and her fan base is young. They're not buying records. They haven't bought records like that in fucking almost like 15 years. You haven't seen people buying records like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of the digital era has gotten so big, especially with the criminal Spotify and criminal Apple Music and criminal Deezer and all these freaking criminal digital companies that take away from the artists on that level, that they have to content create to push their brand. So therefore, they have to get into other things. They're branding off into other things. Their managers and agents are looking at other things to push them. So her selling 28,000 doesn't mean that she's not going to be able to gain money in other ways doing what she does. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I like Sexy Red as an artist? No, I don't. Right? But I understand that the digital algorithms and how things work and how they control the algorithms for her to be famous. Listen, back in the day, you couldn't sell 28,000 to be known. But now you can sell 28,000 and be known because there's other avenues that labels are taking, because labels are dying, right? But there's other avenues that artists have touched to reach the popularity. Now, what she has to do and what her team has to do is make sure that it turns into money. They make sure that the money comes in, you know what I'm saying, to supplement the fact that she's not selling singles and albums. Because this is not an era of selling platinum on singles and albums, all right? And you know who fucked that up, honestly, was people like Jay, who had a business plan where they went platinum before before the project even comes out. So that, to me, I'm pretty sure Jermaine Dupri doesn't really understand that. I'm pretty sure he does, but I don't think he understands that based on the fact that his era, if you sold the most, you know what I'm saying, then you was doing your thing. But at the same time, when you look at back in the day, those artists got jerked. They was only getting 7 cents a sale.
So they had to sell as many as possible so the record label can run you to the cleaners. You know, record labels, publicists, the marketers, all of that shit had to be paid first before you even got yours. You was the last on the totem pole. So now artists are able to enterprise off without labels, right? I don't know. I think she's probably signed to a label. So, of course, her record sales are not going to be as favorable to the record labels, but at the same time, these record labels understand the digital market and the content creating is definitely a major part of pushing the brand of that artist, which is why you look at, like, a lot of these artists, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these artists are content creators and branded, you know what I'm saying? So that's one thing you have to understand, is that just because she sold 28K, if her name is still buzzing, she can still make money. She can still push her content. Matter of fact, she can push her shows. Her shows is what's going to make her the money now, depending on the type of deal she has, right? If she got a 360 deal, then she's going to be giving off a piece of everything that she does, whether it's merch, record sales, tickets, and all that other shit. Depending on the contract, everything is based on contracts and how what was signed and what was agreed upon. But I mean, he's looking at it from a standpoint of what it was in the 90s, 80s, and 90s. It's not that way no more. It was 30 years ago. You got to understand the game now. The game now is digital and content creating. And if she stays relevant by content creating, making all that ratchet shit presentable to the fucking public, then she's gonna be relevant for a little bit of time. So she can jump into movies. She can jump into something that's going to make her money, and make it so she can move on to the next thing. So her team got to continuously work. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. That's my thought on it. I'll see you on the next thought. Like, share, subscribe, and all the other stuff, man. All right, peace.